Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the NBA Prop Show presented by LineStar. We've got your top 3 NBA player prop bets for today that are available on our partner sites like Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, and ParlayPlay. Alongside Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon Sommerville. 3 great player prop bets to get to, although Tyler yesterday was a dumpster fire for us. After having such a successful week and being on quite the run there, we were 3-0 the day prior, but yesterday ran into some trouble. Any thoughts on that performance?
Yeah, that did not go as planned. Kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Draymond left the game briefly with an injury. He didn't get there. Yeah, it just went bad. I mean, I'm not even going to make
it went a little sideways. But the good news, Tyler, is that because our entry didn't cash, we do get to give out $20 to a randomly selected commenter. It's kind of a sorry about that terrible pick. Here's $20. Reinvest that or take yourself out to lunch. And so the winner of that contest for today is going to be MTMIO, who commented tailing on Cole, who of course did not cash. He only had 8 points and assists, and we needed him over 16.5. But today is a new day, and it is Bounce Back Friday. The Super Bowl is this weekend. We're feeling good, ready to have some fun this weekend at some Super Bowl parties. But also, let's start the week off on a winning note with some NBA picks, so we can head into some Super Bowl parties with a little extra change in our pocket. Maybe buy a couple extra squares if you're doing the Super Bowl party thing. Tyler, are you doing any squares, anything fun like that?
I am going to go to a Super Bowl party, so who knows if I'm going to do some squares or something. But
quick question for you. Do you enjoy going to Super Bowl parties? And I ask you this because I've talked to some other people in the, I guess, betting industry, if you will. And there are some people that get driven absolutely bonkers by just being with a lot of people who are more casual fans of the game, I guess you could say.
I haven't been to a Super Bowl party for a couple of years now.
You'll have to report back to us what you thought.
Yeah, I can report back. From memory going to them, I'm not I don't love them that much, but I think this one's going to be fun. It's one of the parents from Olivia's school. So Olivia's going to have friends to play with, which is the big thing.
All for the kids at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's all right. So let's see if we can get a little extra money in Tyler's pocket so he can treat his daughter to a nice Super Bowl winning square. I don't know. I know that's not really legal probably, but hey, in her honor, Tyler, we're going for it today on our NBA picks, as always, using the LineStar Props AI tool.
I don't know if I'm going to push betting on my 4-year-old.
Yeah, that's frowned upon. So that's a good point to note. And we will say, do not bet if you are not allowed legally. Disclaimer on the show. Got to get the legal note in there, out of the way. Now let's get to the picks. Here we go. We're already off the rails. It's Friday. Can you tell? All right, let's start things off with Brooklyn Nets. Keon Johnson over 20.5 points, rebounds, assists. LineStar's projection 30.8. Now, Keon Johnson's been pretty good for them over the last month or so, averaging 22.4 points, rebounds, assists over the last 20 games. The key here is that this is a situation where the Brooklyn Nets are pretty decimated with injuries right now. Ben Simmons, Cam Thomas, D'Anthony Melton, Noah Clowney are all out for tonight. So Johnson should see a little bit of a boost, and that's kind of what we've been seeing out of him is he's taken advantage of the opportunity that he's been afforded recently. And tonight, going up against Miami, they're giving up 53 points, rebounds, assists to opposing guards, which is 12th in the NBA. He had 22 points alone the last game he faced the Heat and's done well against them. In fact, he's actually averaging 17.6 points alone over the last 5 games. So I'm pretty comfortable here going with Keon Johnson. And what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine spot. He's been playing really well lately. I mean, you were trying to get us to put him on the sheet, I think, not yesterday, maybe the day before, which we went 3 for 3, so it doesn't matter, but he would have hit that day too. I'm just surprised that he keeps playing this well, even with, some of the guys back. Cam Johnson's back,
right.
D'Angelo Russell's obviously there, but what that's really doing is taking a little pressure off him as well. And it's freeing him up a little bit. He's doing well. As far as the spot, 6 of 10 shooting guards have been over. Pretty much all of the shooting guards that get any type of usage have been over. The ones that went under are, guys just filling in or not very usage friendly guys that are more 3-and-D players. Keon's not that. He's getting some usage. He's putting the ball in the bucket. Let's go, Keon.
All right, so going Keon there, and that will be our play today on Chalkboard, pairing that with the promo pick. By the way, if you don't already have Chalkboard, you can download it. Use the promo code LineStar. You'll get $100 of your first deposit match. So for the contest, all you need to do, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. If that entry does not cash, like it didn't yesterday, we'll give out $20 to a randomly selected commenter. We'll announce that on Monday. So make sure to check back here for the winning announcement. Hopefully we won't have an announcement and you can just tail and win some money that way. But either way, it's a win-win scenario for you. Let's move along to the rest of the NBA player prop bets. Next up, we're going to go to the Sixers and Guershon Yabusele over 9.5 points. LineStar's projection, 19.2. Now, why? That's a significant edge. So what's the deal here? Well, Yabusele averaging 12.2 over the last 10, going up against Detroit. They are allowing 19.9 points to the power forward, 23rd in the NBA, but Embiid is playing tonight. Now, the general assumption might be that Yabu sees a little hit to his stats, but Tyler, is that the case?
No, Embiid's not causing Yabu to drop in his points per 100. He goes from 20.5 points per 100, normally, and then that goes to 25.2 points per 100 with Embiid on the court. Now, the sample size is small. It's only like 150 minutes, but I mean, that's still over 3 games worth of data, that has probably been through, many more games than that all in all. But he's averaging 11.7 as a starter and 10.4 points per game as a reserve. So even if they have him come off the bench and back up Embiid, which I kind of think they may do, he's still averaging more, and it's a good scoring spot. So I like it if he's starting or if he's a reserve. I think the line is just too low. When he comes off the bench, I mean, he has to put the ball in the bucket. That's one of the main jobs he needs to do. And when he's there with Embiid, there's just not much, coverage, not much D focused on him. And so he's able to shoot.
Yeah. All right. I like it because especially with Embiid, what we know about Embiid is it takes him a while to get back into game form. So even, with him back, is he going to be fully good to go? He's been dealing with this injury for quite a while. Yeah. So go ahead.
I'll also throw in there that I like to fade Embiid tonight.
Yeah.
His line's at like 30.5 now. And I like the under. He played 36 minutes last game, but he was supposed to only play 29. I think they just kind of got out of hand with his minutes and let him run with it because it was a very close contested game and he was playing well. So I doubt he has that type of run tonight. I would expect him to stay under 30 minutes, and 30 points is high in 30 minutes.
That is really high. So maybe consider fading MB on your entry today. But lastly, we got another one for the crowd that likes the unders here. What you got for us, Tyler? This one's one that you found, so I'll let you handle this. Carrington under. Let's go.
Yeah, good old Bub Carrington. Under 10.5 points here. Our LineStar projection 7.6. The consensus is 7.1. In his starts, he's averaging 9.4 points. Off the bench, he's averaging 6.5. I want to say both those because I don't know if he's going to start or not today. I would say he probably is in the starting lineup, but it's just not a very high usage spot for him. And he's in a very, very tough spot versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, who, have just been locked down against guards all year, and it's an 18-point spread. So it's not a spot that I really expect Carrington to get a ton of run and to really be able to just jack shots up.
All right, so those are our top 3 for today. Plus, you got a little bonus from Tyler with that Embiid fade as well. So those are the ones that we're rolling with. Let us know where you're headed tonight in NBA props. If you've got a lock, drop it below. We're all trying to help each other out and beat the books on this Friday so we could all head into our Super Bowl parties with a little extra money in our pocket. And speaking of Super Bowl, we've got tons of content breaking down Super Bowl picks. Long shot bets is the latest video that we produce where we give out our long shots that actually might have a chance. But, you got to use some discretion when you watch that video. So make sure you are betting responsibly. That's kind of the theme of the show here today. But Tyler, I'm really excited for the Super Bowl. Excited for this game. It's going to be a good one, I think. And also, I'm excited for the Super Bowl halftime show, especially with the added element of some legal drama behind the scenes. I don't know if you've been following it all, but the Drake case against Kendrick Lamar to not play the song Not Like Us, which of course is a diss track about him. Any thoughts on that, Tyler?
I have seen a little bit about this. I got no really thoughts. I don't care.
You don't care. I actually listened to a podcast today where they broke down all of the history between the two and go through it. So now I'm really excited for the Super Bowl halftime show. Just to, not only Kendrick Lamar is a great performer, but also just to see if is he going to play the song? I'm sure he will. It just won like all the Grammys this past weekend. So.
And he's got to diss Drake a little.
It'll be fun. I'm excited for it. Let us know again if you've got any locks for tonight in NBA action, but also check out those Super Bowl videos. Best of luck to you in all your sports betting endeavors this weekend. But of course, also, if you are above the betting age legally, don't make that mistake as I did earlier in the show. Best of luck to you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week, and Tyler can report back on his Super Bowl party. Good luck, everybody. See you next week.